it's Nigel from Aquarium Central and welcome to Friday, which is our live fish unboxing. And today we have an assortment of, I don't know what, because I haven't even had a look yet, but I do know coming up towards the end of the video, we do have a shipment of bettas that have arrived, and we're going to try and show you quite a few of those on this film. So if you're into bettas, watch through to the end because you guys will be able to see some of the bettas that have been sent by one of our suppliers today to the store. Let's hope they're good because I haven't even had a look at them yet. But let's get into the live fish unboxing and see what else we've got in here right now. First up, out of the box, Australian bred Discus. Now, they're not showing much colour in the bag, but there is a beautiful blue Turk in there. I can see there may be a cobalt blue. There may be a Marlborough. There's an assortment of different colours. Now, these are Australian bred Discus, and it's important to know that they're Australian bred and not imports, because you don't want to mix your Discus. If you do run a high risk of getting CBC, cross-bacterial contamination. So if you are buying Discus, try and find out where the source are and match them to the ones you've got. Not to say you can't put them together, it's just difficult. You do run a risk of cross-bacterial contamination if you do so. Moving on, next. Oh, I really love these guys. They're really cool. These guys are quite smaller than normal that come in, but however, they're so cool. These are your ballooned Lampeye Tetras. They're a short-bodied Lampeye, and they have this beautiful black tail, a little bit of white on it, and a really lovely red eye, and it gives that Lampeye appearance. And this is the balloon version. I like this better than the irregular version. So ballooned Lampeye Tetras. More white clouds for the pond. So these are your golden white clouds. They're a beautiful yellow coloration with red flecks on their fins. These are your gold white clouds. So these guys, cold water fish, they don't need a heater. They go excellent out in your ponds. They will control your mosquitoes and get rid of those nasty pests in the pond without eating your frog's eggs. So these are your golden white widows or white clouds. Now we do, not widows, sorry, minnows, not widows. All right, next, a dwarf gourami. This is a little honey gourami of the golden variant. Now, these are great. They go well with shrimp. They don't get very large, and they're not showing full color potential yet. But this guy here will go yellow and red. It's a stunning gourami. Very, very peaceful. Great for smaller aquariums. Easy to keep and easy to look after. If you like larger gouramis, we did get another bag of those awesome gouramis that came in last week. These are your gold gouramis. Now, these are easy 7 to 8 centimeters on a ruler. I think we sell them as 5 centimeters, but they are good and chunky. Lots of color in them. These guys get quite big, so they do need a larger aquarium. Unlike those dwarf honeys, they stay really small. Then we have the opaline gouramis. So we've got golds. Sorry, not opaline, pearl gourami. Now, these also have the name lace gourami because they have a beautiful lace-like pattern on them all through the body. It just looks like lace. Lots of red gets into them once they get into an aquarium. Beautiful. They're much more peaceful of the larger gouramis of these guys. So these guys are, if you've got aggression problems, the pearl gourami or lace gourami is probably a better choice for you. These, another type of gourami. This is another nano variant, stays very small. This is your sparkling gourami. These are about full size grown. Now they've got the name sparkling because they have all these reflective little jewels across the body. They give you a sparkling appearance, and then they call them sparkling gouramis. They are a nano gourami. They stay really small. All right, some more blue shrimp, just an assortment of blue shrimp. You can see them going around. These are very popular. We're selling lots of blue shrimp at the moment. Lots and lots and lots. Now, we do have coming, hopefully next week. They were meant to be here today, but they don't. We've got a blue bolt shrimp arriving, a special type of Aurora, something like that it is. Has a black head. Blue bolt shrimps arriving next week. So keep your eye out for those. But we've got an excellent batch of crystal reds in store at the moment. So if you're into shrimp, come on down. Next, we've got some sharks. Don't put these with the shrimp. They'll absolutely gobble them up. So these are your albino rainbow sharks. Looking to see if we've got any other sharks. Nope, just the albino rainbows. We do have regular rainbows, red tail blacks, all in stock at the moment, and plenty of silver sharks. All right, a bag of assorted orandas. Now, the oranda, these are only a 5 centimeter oranda, And when they're young like this, they're not going to have a wen on their head. They're going to, you know, you'll get, if you look closely at some of them, you might just see a little bit of a lump starting on them, just tiny. But these are 5 centimetre assorted randers. The Aranda is not going to develop that wen until it gets of a larger size. People often mistake these as fantails because they do have a fantail, just like regular fantails. However, these are not fantails. They are Arandas. They will get and develop as they later on mature. So assorted 5 centimetre Arandas. There they are as they come in. So you can see why people mistakenly think they're fantails when they are not. When they get large, they'll get a huge big lump on their head. And it all comes down to their diet as well. So, and genetics, of course. So not always guaranteed they're going to get a huge wen. Sometimes they develop, particularly the red and whites, get a huge wen on them. All right, baby barramundi. So itty bitty guys are back in stock. These are only around 4 centimetres in size. Tiny little barramundi, and they will not stay tiny for long. They will absolutely gobble up everything inside your aquarium and grow over a metre long. So barramundi, the Australian native, people buy them because they love to feed them feeders and let them smash and eat them. All right, next. So this is your electric blue yabbie. And he's only young, but you can see that beautiful blue all the way through him. Now, every time this guy molts, it's going to get bluer and bluer and bluer, and he's going to end up as blue as my shirt. I'm going to put him in his tank. He's quite blue, actually. Once you put him in the water, he's actually quite sensational. So electric blue yabbies, they get so intense blue. We've got a really good batch of blue claw yabbies in at the moment as well, in a good size, and you can see why they call them blue claws. They get a really deep blue claws on them. But if you don't want to buy the larger blue claws, we did get a bag of itty bitty little guys today. Now, this is how we ship our yabbies. You'll see there's no water in the bag. We don't ship them in water because they just slosh around and shred to pieces, and they don't do well, they drown. So they ship them without water, and what they've done in this particular case is put a whole heap of styrofoam in there that they just climb around and climb through and stop them ripping each other apart. So this is how we ship yabbies, and this is how we receive yabbies. So if you ever buy a yabbie online, it's got no water in it, don't be concerned. That's how they're meant to be. So that's your blue claw yabs. Oh, I've got a really good size green moss barbs. Good size. Look at those. They're a good 4 centimetre green moss barbs. Big and chunky. My favourite barb is the Jade. The Jade, oh, they are such a minty blue-green coloration. We've got some in stock at the moment. They look incredible. They're a real minty blue, like minty green blue, like turquoise. They're sensational, much nicer than these guys, but these are still nice. They're a green moss barb. But you've got to check out the Jades. You really do. If you like barbs, Jades are the way to go. All right, next some Corys. And it looks like we've got a bag of brooches here, otherwise known as the green emerald Cory. Now, these guys, they're not like the hog nose. They don't get that big, but they do get quite a decent size to them. They are definitely very reflective green. People love these with Discus. So this is your green emerald Cory. A little bit milky in the water there, so a bit hard to see them. All right, now we have a different type of Cory. Now, these are the Sturbai or mosaic Cory because they have a mosaic pattern on them, which you can see. Now, Corys love to be in schools, so remember that. And don't put any too sharp gravel in with them. They really need a fine gravel or a very smooth gravel or plant soil, just so that barbels don't get all worn down. So just be cautious of that. Don't put them with too much of rugged types of substrates. All right, next we've got platinum mollies, which, you know, the name says it all. They're just a pure platinum white. These guys get quite big, the mollies, the platinum mollies, but not as big as some of the others that are coming out that I have here somewhere. I found another bag of Corys. This time we just have the albino Cory, just one of the common guys. Just plain albino white in coloration. Again, they like to be in a school. Get those out of the bag as soon as we can because they're not looking happy in the bag. So sometimes Corys, they admit and drop their poison in during shipping, and it really throws them for six. They do have a toxin, and if you stress them out, they can release it in the water, and it can get them in a spinning activity like those we'll go out to. So you don't see it so common in the common ones, but things like pandas, definitely will do it. So you just got to be careful. All right, next we've got a couple of axolotls, also known as the Mexican walking fish. Now, these guys, today being Halloween, they're like zombies. These guys, you just chop their arms off, they outgrow another arm. You know, they just can't kill them. The only way you're going to kill these guys is having high ammonia and high water temperatures. They do not like it. So they don't like warm tropical water. They like it really cool. And they don't like ammonia. So don't ever leave uneaten food in your aquarium because your axolotl will hate it. But they're really cool. They can even regrow part of their brain. So if they cop a brain injury, just grow another one. Chop a leg off, just grow another one. They're really cool critters for that ability. So whites and blacks in today. Couple more mollies here. So before you had those platinum mollies come through, these are sail fin mollies. Now, we'll see if we can get them stick up their sail so you can see why. This is a golden sail fin. Have a look at that top fin. He just put it up there. Then have a look at that. They get the most massive top sail fin on them, hence the name sail fin mollies. These are your golds, and this is your marbled black. Now, do we have females? No, we don't. We don't actually carry the females of these. They're quite expensive molly. They're around $17 each, and the females don't get the sail on them. So they look just like those regular silver mollies that we had. So we don't tend to buy them. We do tend to buy just the males, as do the wholesalers. They tend to just buy the males because that's where the market and the interest is. You will find the girls for these guys are just sold as regular mollies, just like those silver ones. Probably have sail fins, or probably are sail fin females. But yeah, these are really cool. They're quite aggressive. So just be mindful of that. All right, they've arrived a little bit happier today, which is great to see. These are your princess cichlids, the Brashadi. They also call them princess. They're from Lake Tanganyika in Africa, and they do need quite a high pH and hard water. Now, these guys are what they like. They're like step breeders. They breed together like as a family, brothers and sisters, help look after the young. They're really cool. They just work like a family. So this is the princess Brashadi. Quite a big size, about 10 centimeters in size. And talking about large size, we got some more of these representing. These are the jumbo blue balloon rams, jumbo in size, and they definitely are really big, chunky blue balloon rams. They're amazing. Once they get in the aquarium, the color that comes out on these, the yellows and reds and blues, really big, chunky, giant, jumbo balloon rams, the blue balloons. We did get a couple of bags of apistogrammas in today. So these are the apistogramma mega orange. So mega orange, have a look at these. You can see why they call them mega orange. Now, guess what? We've got them in pairs, males and females. So they will go on the website as male and female mega orange apistogrammas. And we also got, there's the females for them. As I said, we've got males and females in. Now, it doesn't look like they made the cut, but we did get Cacatoides super reds, big in male and females around. They're not in my box, so I know they come in, but like I say every week, we can't show you everything. The staff have picked out the mega orange to show you this week, but we did get Cacatoides super reds in male and female in a large size like those. All right, next a bag of African cichlids again, this time from Lake Malawi. The others were from Lake Tanganyika. This is the blue peacock. Now, they're not coming all the way from Africa. They are coming out of Asia, and they have been bred just for their coloration. Hence why they're called blue peacocks. They don't have a special scientific name. Literally just blue peacock because they've just been bred to be intense blue. Now, they're not meant to be that blue in the bag. They're meant to have silver coloration at that size. They've been fed on special foods that help bring out the color in a premature age, including in the females. Now, if you want to maintain that color in your aquarium, make sure you feed Aquarium Super Color Flakes. It will color up both male and females, and it'll make them all intense coloration, just like in that bag. In fact, even better. So, Aquarium Super Color Flakes. If you've got African cichlids, not only will it keep your tank clean, it'll color your fish up, it also stops aggression by bringing everyone into the king of the aquarium where everyone has the intense coloration. Now, what is the number one fish being Halloween? What is the number one fish I should be showing you today? I've got it in the bag here. Something for Halloween. What do you reckon it is? It is the skeleton of the aquarium, the glass ghost knifefish, because literally these guys, sorry, glass, not a knifefish, glass catfish. They are literally the skeletons of the aquarium. Being Halloween, we have glass cats. You can see all the way through them. All they are is a living, swimming skeleton. You can see right into their gizzards. Now, I'm trying to get a good shot for you guys on camera, but I'm sure you've seen them before. We've had them every time. Glass cats, just in time for Halloween today, all the way see-through. All right. Oh, we've got some more fishies. We're nearly up to those bettas. So if you're waiting to see the bettas, we're nearly there. But before we do, good-sized Borneo suckers. Look at them. Little baby stingrays of the aquarium. Well, they're not really stingrays, but that's what we call them. Borneo suckers, because they do look like stingrays. They are freshwater, not saltwater. I don't want to confuse anyone out there listening who've got stingrays and don't have stingrays. They are Borneo suckers. Great for cleaning the biofilm in the aquarium. They won't clean algae, but just the biofilm, you know, that brown slime that you have, those guys are going to clean that up. If you do have an algae problem, these guys are going to help you with that, and this is your Otocinclus catfish. So the Otocinclus is really good for nano aquariums. They won't hurt shrimp or shrimplets. They'll leave them alone. They do chew down hairgrass algae. They do eat biofilm, and the theory is they also eat blackbeard. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what people say they do, is they help lower blackbeard in your aquarium. Otocinclus only stays really small, so you can have them in your nano aquariums. Unlike this guy, this is your bristlenose, which is the longfin bristlenose. The longfin bristlenose is quite small at the moment, but it does get 12 to 15 centimeters in size. Now, these guys are amazing cleaners when they're young, but once they get up to size, they get lazy and go into breeding mode, and they hibernate and literally reserve all their energy for breeding and no longer need to scavenge and eat so much anymore. So they're the best cleaner when they're little. Now, we've got an assortment bag here. Looking from above, I can see a couple of calicos, albinos, and regular longfin bristlenose. All right, what else have we got? Oh, another catfish. It's a butterfly pleco, but it's quite small. Normally, these guys come in about this big. It's about half the size, about 4 to 5 centimeters, be 5 centimeters on a roller. But this is your butterfly pleco. Quite small. Really didn't expect it to be this small this time around. Anyway, it is what it is. There he is. They're actually a lot more healthier when they're little like this. They transport better. So, butterfly pleco. Not as good at algae eaters, those other guys. All right, nearly time for bettas, but just before we do, we've got the last of the last is our spiny eels, or our peacock eels. You want to learn more about these guys, keep an eye out on our YouTube video, and you'll see a featured fish video come out very soon on the peacock eel or the spiny eel, up to you what you want to call it. But we've got some beautiful little active guys. They're really good quality at the moment. All right, let's get into these bettas and see what we've got. First bag. Let's see what's in this bag. All right, first up, looks like we've got it looks like it's a mustard, but actually it looks like a dragon mustard. Beautiful. Mustards. What else we got here? 3 assorted little, these are little placat males. So you've got blues, got like a dragony one there. A little one here with some pink and red. So these are placat males, twin tail bettas. So beautiful one there with blue and reds. One there with just dark blue, bit of black on its face. Another multicolor one there with turquoise blue and red. We've got a pure red twin tail. A little bit of galaxy on that one. So a red galaxy koi placat. A little bit of galaxy on that one, but not much. And that one looks candy. So a little candy placat, koi placat, and a galaxy placat. And here we have maybe some deltas. Beautiful blue body, red fins. That's quite cool. So delta tail. Oh, this one's cool. Look at that. So it's a delta, but it's a longfin. So it's a longfin koi. That's really cool. Look at that. Beautiful looking fish. That's a longfin koi. You don't get many longfin kois with full color. Usually when they do have long flowing fins on the koi, they're cellophane. So the long flowing fin is clear. But that one there is colored all the way through. You do not see that very often at all. Oh, beautiful dragon here. So it's also a delta, but beautiful white and red. You can see that dragon scale on it. All right, here we actually got a Dumbo. Maybe. Nope. We've got a Dumbo on one side and regular on the other. So this one is not sure what it wanted to be. But one side Dumbo, one side not. So that's just another Delta. Another Delta here by the looks of it. I'd call them Deltas. I wouldn't call them half moons. So hopefully they won't charge too many as half moons. All right. What have we got in this one? Cambodians. Different coloured Cambodians. So we've got a yellow Cambodian, traditional coloured Cambodian, and some other weirdy colour one there, Cambodian. So Cambodians have a veil tail. So they don't have a big fan tail. They have just a more of a veil on them. All right, these are looking more like a half moon. What's it say on the bag? Full moon. Full moon. Because they've got much bigger fins on them. So the beautiful red there. This one here. So red and white tipped on it. Pink, lots of pink in it. You can see the tips on that one. Also white. Oh, this one's quite nice. Beautiful mottling of different colour. So that one there. We sell these as half moons, by the way. So we call them half moon bettas. So they've got a beautiful fin. They call them full moon because the top fin's quite large as well and flows all the way around. This is a half moon for us. But half moon betta, that one has got to be the pick I've seen so far. Beautiful multicoloration. Plain blue. I think he's got black pectorials. No, blue pectorials. So plain blue one. And this one, blue with a black head. All right, so they're just half moon. So the Delta has, let's say the Delta would have 80% tail. So the tail comes out 80% wide, not quite round to 90 degrees. The half moon, which is what we sell those other ones, tail all the way around. Now they call it full moon because the pectoral fin and the top fin sort of make a full moon, but we'll call it half moon. All right, we've got some reds, blues, multicolour, sort of metallic at the back here is going down in the corner there. These are quite nice, blue metallics, bit of a mustardy fin. Oh, we've got a crown tail coming up. Oh, these are Dumbo placat. You can see that there, short fin. You can see those Dumbo ears waving on that one. So nice little pinky colour Dumbo. All right, that one there, another Dumbo. We'll get that one out. Crown. So this is a black crown tail. All right, another Dumbo. Little bit of blue, sky blue to this one. Big Dumbo ears. You can see there on camera. Have a look at that. So they're the Dumbo placat males. All right. And this one, another one, bit of sky blue on it. Really good sized Dumbos on them. Big Dumbo ears. You see them flapping away there. This is a platinum white Dumbo female. So female platinum white Dumbo. Another Dumbo. This is a female Dumbo. So we've got the male and the females for you. Female again. A lot more colour in the girls. Lots of red, blue. Girls have become more and more popular in the bettas because you can have a sonority tank and have a whole lot of females together. They don't shred each other apart like the males. There we've got another platinum Dumbo female. Another platinum Dumbo female. People are asking for those, so they're going to go quick. And another platinum Dumbo female. They will disappear really quick because we get the males quite in, but can't get the platinum females often. So as soon as they go online, they're gone for sure. All right, what have we got here? Crown tail females. So you saw the big black crown tail before. This is the female. So it doesn't get a long flowing fin like the male. Stays like placat, but spiky. So crown tail female. Nice colours on them. Blue crown tail female. And another blue crown tail female. You can see that spiky ridge to their tails. All right, itty bitty platinum crown tail. So these are platinum crown tail females. Another one you don't get very often. Platinum crown tail female. Look at the spikes on that tail. All right, so we've got 3 of those platinum crown tail females. Don't know if we've got any males in. But usually we have some males, but we've got females. That's good to know, so if you want to breed them. All right, these will be, oh, that looks like a twin tail female. Yeah, so we've got an assortment of twin tail females come in. Some of them with dragon colours. So we had twin tail males, twin tail females. There'll be a blue in that one. So this will be a half moon. Oh no, it is a twin tail. It's just not as obvious as the others. Or it could be just a split in the tail. We'll find out when we get it into a container. And a dragon twin tail female. What do we got in the last bag? Some more half moons, but these are female half moons. So these guys would just look like redders. No Dumbo ears, but these are the half moon females. So you got sort of a cellophane white, red there. A blue, sort of dragon blue. Look at the scale. Red fins there. We've got a dragon eye. No, not quite. And lucky last, half moon female, blue with red fins. Good sized females on those half moons. So ready, it's breeding season, so it's time to start breeding. That's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching our live fish unboxing. We do have lots of things coming throughout the week, as we do every week. Next week, some shrimp. Keep your eye out for those. Now, we head off to China later this week, so we'll be overseas for the next 2 weeks. So there will be no live fish unboxing. However, we will try and do something live for you again next Friday. What it is, who knows? The following Friday, we will be at SIPS. So that is the International Pet Show in China, and we'll be there looking and finding what are the coolest fish, what are the newest products, and we're going to try and live stream some of that for you in 2 weeks' time. So keep your eye out for that one. But next week, it's a mystery. We don't know where we are, but we're going to try and be somewhere. Whether we're going to be deep inside a factory, we don't know. But we'll try and live stream something to you. So be sure to watch next week. We'll also have some shorts throughout the week of different things as we travel around China. Thanks for watching, guys. Coming down to the store, 11 Pike Street, Kunda Park, or shop online at aquariumcentral.com.au. See you next time.